A blind hem on a Husqvarna Viking sewing machine is actually pretty easy. But once again, I like to not tell anybody I know how to do this, otherwise they ask me to do it. But there's going to be a time where you're going to get something and it's not hemmed, or you're shortening it and you need to put a new hem in it, and you need it to look professional. So first off, if you've never done a blind hem before, start by just going up to the Joy OS Advisor. Tell the machine what fabric you're working on, and then tell it you want to do a blind hem. That is this technique right here. And with that, not only is it's going to go find the stitch for you, it's going to tell you the foot that you should put on. If I had picked a stretchy fabric, this would have picked the stretch blind hem, similar but different. And then right here, it will give me the how to fold the fabric, how to actually get prepped to stitch. And look, if you see that little play symbol, that's the video for how to actually do a blind hem with your fabric, how to press it, and so forth. So I'll let you know that that is actually in the machine, and you can access that at any time. Let me go ahead and minimize. So let's here, stop that, minimize that. But foot D. So foot D is designed. Why is it special? Because the feet, actually, the two toes, one is actually higher than the other. So when we fold our fabric the way we are designed to, so first up, you're going to fold the hem in. And if you want, go ahead and press this. This will hold this fold in place. Because what you're actually going to be stitching is back on the underneath side. So that means that on over here, this side has 3 layers of fabric, and that's taller than where the other side of the foot sits, and that's 1 layer. Now you do notice that it's going to jump to the left. The jump to the left is actually what is going to catch this little fold. If it doesn't catch, we can make that wider, okay, so it jumps in a little bit more. And tell you the truth, since this fabric is a little bit heavier, let me do this real quick. Stitch width is 3. Let me show you what it looks like when I actually put in the right fabric. Woven, heavy, and then blind hem. Stitch width, let's minimize this, stitch width 4. So see how the bite is bigger? Because on a heavier fabric, that is a bigger ridge. So let's put the foot on, and then I'm going to show you how this actually works. This is so slick. So again, don't tell anybody how easy this is. Definitely something to keep to yourself. All right, foot down. Foot down is going to come down, but maybe it's not perfect. Remember, touch the foot down again. The foot actually pops up just a little bit, so you can move it left, right. And what you're looking for is that the fold of the fabric hugs that right toe. See how the big toe is a little bigger? So after a couple stitches, you're going to notice that it will come over and it will bite into the fabric. If it is biting into the fold, big enough, far enough, that's perfect. Now your job is just to kind of keep this ridge kind of snug up against this foot. So that's what keeps those stitches nice and even. And so I'm going to just go all the way down. Oh, I kind of got a little away from it. Let's see if we notice it on the front. So after you're done, you're going to see, we'll show you what it looks like here. So those are those little bites and ridges. And, oh yeah, okay, so this is a little fluffier fabric. Even though it caught it, it didn't even come through the other side. Now that's a blind hem. But as I hugged it a little bit more, I got a slightly deeper stitch, and it showed just a little bit through it. But again, let me show you some tricks. Number 1, if you have thin fabric, use a small needle. Obviously, you don't want a big hole. And also, too, some thinner thread will make it so these stay nice and small. But I love the way it really looks professional, because there's some distance between these little bites, and it looks like you did it by hand, but in a fraction of the time.